So in this box we have my new skiving machine. I did unwrap it downstairs. It came from a company called CI. I don't know who they are. But this is the skiving machine. It came with this little card saying thank you and happy crafting. It came wrapped up in this really nice paper and all tied up in a bow with this bit of string, which was rather nice. Now these are all Chinese knockoffs, these skiving machines. I don't know how I'm going to get on with it. I do know that they very rarely work straight out of the box, but I will give it a go straight out of the box and see how it goes. It's quite light, must be cast alley I suppose. Anyway, let's get a blade in it and give it a go. So you get this little plastic case with it, which contains a packet of blades, the actual blade holder, the Allen key for tightening up the blades, the screw for the blade holder, and several different wheels or axles if you like for doing different skives. So let's get a blade on it. Blade. And I believe this will use ordinary razor blades. Oh yeah. Yep, there was more than one stuck together there. I'm pretty sure there's only one on there. So the blade, let me get this in a bit closer. So you've got two little bumps on the blade holder, and the blade just sits on the blade holder like that, and then that just pops up onto the bottom of the machine like that, and this screw with the Allen key screws in. So you adjust the angle of the blade for the skive with this. You go either way with it. And you've got this little lever that puts pressure up, lifts and drops the actual blade. It's quite stiff to operate. That's lifting it and that's dropping it. Lifting it and dropping it. I'll lift it for a moment, and then you've got these little axles that fit into there. This one adjusts the height of the blade, so if I screw that down, you may have seen the little blade dropped in it. And then you simply clamp it to your bench and pull your lever, put your angle or whatever you want to do on it, and pull your lever through it. So what I've heard about these particular machines is that out of the box, this up here is quite loose. It's not particularly well made. The rest of it appears to be fine. But people say that this is quite loose and it's very hard to get a repeatable cut. So I'll go and get some scrap and give it a go. Alright, first go. I've got no idea how this is going to go, where to set it or anything, but probably need a bit more than that because I need to get hold of it. You've got this little arm here which acts as a guide. But to be perfectly honest with you, I think that's worked quite well. Yeah, see all that movement there? That's what the problem with these is. But I was expecting that because I've seen a lot about them. But even with that bit of a problem, I quite like the way it's skiving, but I am going to do some rectifications to this. So my intention at some point is to make a whole new top end for this, but I need an M5 left-handed thread tap and die for that, and try them waiting to come. So for the time being, I'm just going to see if I can tighten it all up the way I've seen other people do it on YouTube. So I'm just going to strip it down and do that. First thing to do is get these little circlips off of here. One. And the other one. And they should just come out. They should just come out like that. Now there is a fair bit of play just in this, so I'm just going to put some PTF tape around that. And these little posts here, they're actually not that bad, but you can't get them completely tight. Having said that, this one might. Let's just see if I can properly tighten that up. Actually, that one has tightened up without anything. I think this one's going to as well. I did anticipate having to put washers under these, but they've both tightened up quite nicely. I could do a little bit more, get it in line with that. They've actually tightened up alright, so it's just going to be a bit of PTF around here and some tin foil around these. Because the law of sod, which is always very prevalent in this shed, I can't find my PTF tape. I'm just going to stick a bit of tin foil around these threads for now. It'll help a bit. It's helping quite a lot actually. Made that nice and tight. It'll come off in no time of course, but right, now I want to get a bit of tin foil around these little oozits. Get the circlip back on it. Same with this side. That circlet is as loose as old Harry. That is on there. Well, it's quite tight up here now, but that's going to have to do for the time being. Until I can make a new top end for it. Something else I've been meaning to get round to for ages is to put make a little wooden burnisher to put on this end of this little motor I bought. It came with, I mean, basically it's for polishing. It's got 2 of these on each end for screwing buffs and whatever onto, but they're only held on to the motor's got an 8mm spindle, and it's just grub screwed onto it. So I've took that one off, and I need to make a little burnishing wheel, little hardwood one to put on here. So I need to get a bit of bar, drill an 8mm hole in it, and make a little wooden burnisher and put it all together and get it on here. At last I get to use the lathe in anger. Let's chuck up a bit of bar. I think this is about 15mm, this bar. Face the end up and drill an 8mm hole up it a little way. Centre drill it. Face it off and clean it up a bit. I'm going to change the bit. I'm going to put my DRO on, because it doesn't matter really what size this is, because I'm going to shove it up the bit of wood I make to go on the end of it. But I do want it a particular size, so I'm going to make it 13 if I can, so I can just drill a 13mm hole up the bit of wood that's going to be the burnisher. At the moment it's about 14.65, so you forget about that sort of thing, don't you? Exciting. And a bloody nuisance. Get up, you shitty bastards. Yeah, 13 dead, not bad since I ain't had to go on a lathe for a while. Right, need to go and get an 8mm drill bit. Poor old fig ain't used to hearing this lathe. Right, I'll let that cool down a bit and just go and try it on the arbor. I tried it on the arbor and it fits over there alright, so if I just clean up the end, I'm going to be drilling and tapping for the grub screws. And that will do that. Right, drill and tap it. go and tap them. I'll stick that in the vise to do that. That fits on there all right. Need to get on with the wooden bit now. Alright, now I've got to drill the 13mm hole in it. Right, when that's dry, I can carry on. And it is all done. Just made these grooves in it on the lathe. This one I'm probably going to fill up with wax. But you can see that edge there. I've already messed about with it on this one, but you have a look at that edge. And this is with no polish or anything on it. Sterling job of burnishing it. If it was screwed down it would help. There you go, look at that. That's going to help. I've been having a practice with this, not with a great deal of success I've got to say, but okay then, here goes nothing. Now I keep doing that, it keeps on just flicking up and ruining it. Not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. Just don't get it at the moment. Well, that was better. That was alright. Went off it a bit here and there, but that seems to have been alright. Let's see if I can take it through again. Get a bit closer to this end. I actually think this blade is already getting blunt. Well, that one I can actually work with. Just see if I can get it a bit closer to this end. And this lever must be slightly different, but I can work with that one. Don't really want to keep practicing until I've actually got to do something. But my skiver's kind of working. Obviously I need a lot more practice on it. My little burnishing wheel's going to be working. So all in all, I've got some things done that I've been meaning to for ages. That's it for now. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.